There we go. Yes, all right. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate that. Okay, so if you've never played with us before, this is all about bragging rights. So you can choose whether you put your answers in the comment section or if you keep them with you at home. But we do hope you'll share and like, etc., because that helps with our algorithm with Facebook, as you know. And we hope throughout this whole thing you have fun and learn a little something new. So this week's quiz is a little different, as they all are. And so let's get started here. Practice question 1. This is a new picture. This driver is signaling that she's going to do what? Is she going to turn left? Is she going to stop? Or is she going to turn right? Okay, she is going to turn right. She's going to stop and turn right. This driver is signaling that she is going to turn right. Practice question 2. When pleasure driving with light horses, two horses driving together side by side are called what? Are they a tandem? Are they a pair? Or are they a team? When pleasure driving with light horses, two horses driving together side by side are called what? And A, tandem, B, pair, or C, team? And the answer is B, pair. Okay, so that should give you an idea of how this goes. I usually read the question twice, and then we go on to the next one. And once we're through a section, then we go back and do the answers. So here we go. Round 1, the CAA quiz. Round 1, question 1. Princess Day takes place on the third Tuesday of September. The reigning monarchs of this country travel through the capital via the Golden State Coach, drawn by 8 horses. What country do they represent? Is it A, Netherlands, B, England, or C, Spain? Princess Day takes place on the third Tuesday of September. The reigning monarchs of this country travel through the capital via the Golden State Coach, drawn by 8 horses. What country do they represent? Is it A, Netherlands, B, England, or C, Spain? All right, this one is on our Facebook page right now. The jump and drive competition at Aachen was won by Boyd Excel and who else? Is it A, Isabel Worth and Daniel Drusser, B, Christian Allman and Philip Toffoff, or C, Andrew Hoy and Lily Keenan? Round 1, question 2 again. The jump and drive competition at Aachen was won by Boyd Excel and who else? Was it A, Isabel Worth and Daniel Drusser, B, Christian Allman and Philip Toffoff, or C, Andrew Hoy and Lily Keenan? Okay, round 1, question 3. You may have seen this online. The Merriam-Webster word of the day on September 21st was flamin. When horses exhibit this behavior, what are they doing? Is it A, inhaling sharply through their nostrils, B, inhaling with their mouth open and lip curled, or C, sticking their tongue out? Okay, so let me read that question again. The Merriam-Webster word of the day on September 21st was flamin. When horses exhibit this behavior, what are they doing? Are they A, inhaling sharply through their nostrils, B, inhaling with their mouth open and lip curled, or C, sticking their tongue out? Round 1, question 4. The Circus World Museum has many tableau wagons. What does tableau mean? Is it A, colorful, B, a group of models representing a scene from a story or history, or C, depiction of city figureheads. Okay, round one, question four again. The Circus World Museum has many tableau wagons. What does tableau mean? Is it A, colorful, B, a group of models representing a scene from a story or history, or C, depiction of city figureheads? All right, round one, question five. This was a topic yesterday. What is wrapped around a roller bolt on a carriage? Is it A, reins, B, holdback straps, or C, traces? Round one, question five. What is wrapped around a roller bolt on a carriage? Is it A, reins, B, holdback straps, or C, traces? Oh, you guys are doing really well on this question. Fantastic. Louise, Linda, Will, Lisa, Joyce, Denise, you've got that one going on. All right. Round one, question six. Battleship linoleum, which we talked about at the carriage showcase. Battleship linoleum is only available in gray. True or false? So A is true, B is false. Okay. Do you think it comes in multiple colors? Okay, here we go with the answers. Okay, round one, question one, answer. This one, if you've been following along, you know that we were supposed to leave for the Netherlands this week. Princess Day takes place on the third Tuesday of September. The reigning monarchs of this country travel through the capital via the state or the Golden State Coach drawn by 8 horses. What country do they represent? And that was for the Netherlands. So Princess Day takes place in the Netherlands. I believe they're back into the Gold State Coach. They were in the glass coach for a while, I believe, but that's back into that. All right, round one, question two, answer. The jump and drive competition was won by Boyd Excel and Andrew Hoyt and Lily Keenan. They had quite the fast time at that event. So Boyd, Excel, Andrew Hoyt, and Lily Keenan won the jump and drive competition. Round one and question three. The Merriam-Webster word of the day on September 21st was flamin'. When horses exhibit this behavior, what are they doing? And they're inhaling with their mouths open and the lip curled. The Merriam-Webster word of the day on September 21st was flamin'. Flamin'. When horses are exhibiting this behavior, they're inhaling with their mouth open and lip curled. Round one, question four, answer. The Circus World Museum has many tableau wagons. What does tableau mean? And it means that there is a group of models representing a scene from a story or history on that vehicle. So sometimes they are city figureheads, but that would be within the depiction with the models. So you guys did pretty good on that one. Good for you. Guys, oops, sorry, my bad. Well, there we go. My apologies. Okay, round one, question five. What is wrapped around a roller boat on a carriage? And the answer is traces. Your traces go to a roller bolt on the carriage. Round one, question six, answer. Battleship linoleum is available in multiple colors. Gray is the most common, and so the answer is false. We saw a brown battleship linoleum at the carriage showcase. So that was nice to see something different. We also saw it in gray. Okay, you guys are doing really well. Very well. So, are you ready for round two? All right, here we go. Round two, Question 1. What type of carriage is this? Is it a well-bottomed gig, a back-to-back trap, or C, an orange brick? Round 2, question 1. What type of carriage is this? Is it a well-bottomed gig, B, a back-to-back trap, or C, an orange brick? Round 2, question 2. What type of carriage is this? Is it A, a Goddard Phaeton, B, a doctor's buggy, or C, an orange brake? So round 2, question 2. What type of carriage is this? This is a Brewster, was the maker. And is it an a Goddard Phaeton, B, a doctor's buggy, or C, an orange brake? And I'll give you a hint. This one was at the Carriage Showcase as well, as was this one. So here we go, round 2, question 3. What type of carriage is this one? Is it A, a Craven cart, B, a Spider Phaeton, or C, a Concorde runabout? What type of carriage is this? Is it A, Craven cart, B, Spider Phaeton, or C, Concorde runabout? Round 2, question 4. What type of carriage is this? Is it A, a wicker phaeton, B, a Craven cart, or C, a curricle? What type of carriage is this? Is it A, a wicker phaeton, B, a Craven cart, or C, a curricle? You guys are doing well on this one. Good job. Very good job. Now, this is one that we don't see as often, and it has some tricks to it. So, what type of carriage is this? Round 2, question 5. What type of carriage is this? Is it A, a phaeton, B, a Craven cart, or C, a brougham? What type of carriage is this? A, a phaeton, B, a Craven cart, or C, a brougham? All right, the last question in this round. Round 2, question 6. What type of carriage is this? Is it A, a George IV, B, a Victoria, or C, a vis-a-vis? Round 2, question 6. What type of carriage is this? A, George IV, B, Victoria, or C, vis-a-vis? And you may have seen this in a newsletter because David Saunders very nicely did a video for us pointing out the features that make it the vehicle that it is. Okay. I hope you had a good run that round. We are ready to go on to the answers. Looks like you guys are doing pretty good here, taking a look at the answers. Thank you guys for joining us. Hi, Linda. Nice to see you. Lisa, Leslie, thanks for joining us. Round 2, question 1 answer. What type of carriage is this one? And it is a well-bottom gig. A well-bottom gig. Hey, Russ. Thanks for joining us. Okay, and so you can see at the bottom of this vehicle, it's black, and so you don't actually see her feet, and that's where the well bottom comes in. Okay, here we go with the answer for round 2, question 2. This is a Goddard Phaeton. Brewster and Company made it, and this one was built for A.G. Vanderbilt. So the answer is A, Goddard Phaeton. Round 2, question 3, answer. What type of carriage is this? And this is a Concorde runabout. Okay. So it is a Concorde runabout. Round 2, question 4. What type of carriage is this? This is a wicker phaeton. Okay, a wicker phaeton. Now, we had an article not too long ago in the Carriage Journal about the many faces of the phaeton, and this is one of them. This is a wicker phaeton, which may have surprised you that the answer to round two, question 5, is also a phaeton. This is a German-built 1905 vehicle, if I remember correctly, but this is also a phaeton. Moving on to round two, question 6 answer. This is a Victoria. It is a servant-driven Victoria. I hope you did well. Looks like Lisa did. Okay, and Leslie has a thumbs up there, so she must be doing all right. So that's great. All right, here we go. Round 3. What is this? It was exhibited at the Circus World Museum. Round 3, question 1. What is this? Is it A, wagon wheel soaking box, B, a wheel testing station, or C, a hooping station? Okay, what is this? Do you think it's a wagon wheel soaking box, a wheel testing station, or a hooping station? Round 3, question 2. Today is the third Thursday in September, which means that what famous standardbred pacing race is happening today? Is it the Hambletonian? Is it the cane pace? Or is it the little brown jug? Round 3, question 2. Today is the third Thursday in September, which means what famous standardbred pacing race is happening today? Is it the Hambletonian? Is it the cane pace? Or is it the little brown jug? Oh, this was a tough one for you guys. A lot of you are a little confused between your pacers and your trotters. Okay. Round 3, question 3. These boards could be bought from John Deere as accessories to their wagons. They made it easier to unload corn into corn cribs. So is it A, a cranial board, B, a scoop board, or C, a corn board? And you can choose whatever you want to do, Russ. You can keep your answers to yourself, or you can post them. Either one is fine. We're playing for bragging rights, so whatever you feel comfortable with, that's how you can play. Round 3, question 3. These boards could be bought from John Deere as accessories to their wagons. They made it easier to unload corn into corn cribs. Was it A, a cranial board, B, a scoop board, or C, a corn board? Round 3, question 4. When sitting in the driver's seat, which horse in a four-in-hand is the near side wheeler? Okay, we're looking for the near side wheeler. The horse, is it A, the horse closest to the vehicle on the right-hand side, B, the horse out front on the right-hand side, or C, the horse closest to the vehicle on the left-hand side? So when sitting in the driver's seat, which horse in a four-in-hand is the near side wheeler? Is it A, the horse closest to the vehicle on the right-hand side, B, the horse out front on the right-hand side, or C, the horse closest to the vehicle on the left-hand side? Ah, this one we've got. Good, good. Okay, round 3, question 5. This company was one of Sears and Roebuck and Company's main suppliers of farm wagons and buggies. What was their name? So was it A, the Brighton Buggy Company, B, Morgan Carriage Works, or C, the Lowell Carriage Company? This was in the last Carriage Journal. This company was one of Sears, Roebuck and Company's main supplier of farm wagons and buggies. What was their name? Is it A, Brighton Buggy Company, B, Morgan Carriage Works, or C, Law Carriage Works? Okay, some interesting guesses going on there. All right, round 3, question 6. The Owen Brothers whip and spoke manufacturers showed assets of 10 tons of rattan, 1.5 ton of whalebone, 1.5 ton of glue, and 150 gallons of this in 1875. Was it A, linseed oil, B, soap, or C, varnish? Again, this was in the last Carriage Journal. Round 3, question 6. The Owen Brothers whip and spoke manufacturers showed assets of 10 tons of rattan, 1/2 ton of whalebone, 1/2 ton of glue, and 150 gallons of this in 1875. Is it A, linseed oil, B, soap, or C, varnish? There's some good guessing going on there. Good job. All right, here we go with the answers. Round 3, question 1 answer. What is this? This is a wagon wheel soaking box, and they would put linseed oil in here. Um, it's possible that they put water in it in some locations, but in this particular um, apparatus at that location, they were putting linseed oil in to soak the wood in it. So it is a wagon wheel soaking box. Round 3, question 2 answer. Today is the third Thursday in September, which means what famous standardbred pacing race is happening today? And that is the Little Brown Jug. The Little Brown Jug and the Cane Pace are both part of the Triple Crown of Standardbred Pace Racing, and the Hamiltonian is a trotting race. Round 3, question 3 answer. These boards could be bought from John Deere as accessories to their wagons. They made it easier to unload corn into corn cribs, and that would be the scoop boards. Scoop boards could be bought from John Deere as accessories to their wagons, and basically they just made it easier to unload corn into the corn cribs. Okay, round 3, question 4 answer. When sitting on the driver's seat, which horse in a four-in-hand is the near side wheeler? And that is C, the horse closest to the vehicle on the left-hand side. Okay, the near side wheeler is the horse closest to the vehicle on the left-hand side. Round 3, question 5. This company was one of Sears, Roebuck and Company's main suppliers of farm wagons and buggies. What was their name? And that was the Brighton Buggy Company. Again, that was in the last journal. The Brighton Buggy Company worked extensively with Sears, Roebuck and Company. Law Carriage Company came out of Michigan, and Morgan Carriage Works is a West Coast carriage dealership that's still in business. Okay, round 3, question 6 answer. The Owen Brothers whip and spoke manufacturers showed assets of 10 tons of rattan, 1.5 tons of whalebone, 1/2 ton of glue, and 150 gallons of varnish in 1875. Okay, so varnish was apparently very important, as you can imagine, to the whip and spoke manufacturing company. So they had 150 gallons of C, varnish, in 1875. Here we go with round 4. Round 4, question 1. Traditionally, the linseed fills what piece of harness? Is it the crupper, B, the saddle, or C, brow band? Traditionally, the linseed feels what piece of harness? Is it A, crupper, B, saddle, or C, braband? Round 4, question 2. Okay. What type of vehicle is this? Is it a bandwagon, B, a boring wagon, or C, a coach? Round 4, question 2. What type of vehicle is this? Is it A, a bandwagon, B, a bore wagon, or C, a coach? Round 4, question 3. The ornament on the top or end of an object is what? Okay, so this is an example right here. You can see kind of the lion face in there. Is it a finial, B, a fellow, or C, a ferrule? So the ornament on the top or end of an object is a what? Is it A, a finial, B, a fellow, or C, a ferrule? And the judges talked about this at the Carriage Showcase. So I'm just going to give you just a moment to absorb that one because they all kind of sound alike. So we'll just give you just a moment here. Round 4, question 3. The ornament on the top or end of an object is called what? Is it A, a finial, B, a fellow, or C, a ferrule? Finger mounts are used for what? A, signaling traffic, B, mounting carriage lamps, or C, attaching a rain apron? Round 4, question 4. Finger mounts are used for what? Is it A, signaling traffic, B, mounting carriage lamps, or C, attaching a rain apron? Round 4, question 5. Okay, this is the take on the question that we had last month. A collar is filled with straw. The iron tool used to push the straw into the collar was known as a collar fork. The act of pushing the straw into the collar is known as what? Is it plating, packing, or plugging? A is plating, B is packing, C is plugging. So when you're pushing the straw into the collar, that is known as what? Okay, round 4, question 6. This circus wagon tells the story of Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf. That makes it what type of a wagon? Is it A, storybook wagon, B, tableau wagon, or C, presentation wagon? Okay. Round 4, question 6. This circus wagon tells the story of Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf. That makes it what type of a wagon? Is it A, storybook, B, tableau wagon, or C, presentation wagon? Oh, you guys are good. You guys are good. Thanks for joining us, Nick. Thanks for joining us, Lee. We appreciate that. Okay, here we go with the answers. Round 4, question 1 answer. Traditionally, linseed fills what piece of harness? And that is the crupper. The crupper is filled with linseed. Okay, here we go. Round 4, question 2 answer. This is a bandwagon. Okay, so the answer to this is bandwagon. Okay, this one is kind of interesting. Round 4, question 3. The ornament on the top or end of an object is called a finial. Most of us know that from the ends of our curtains, but that is true also an ornamental end on a piece of wood on a carriage, which we saw many of at the Carriage Showcase, is also called a finial. Okay, round 1, question 4 answer. What are finger mounts used? Finger mounts are used for what? And the answer is B, mounting carriage lamps. And literally, a finger mount is just a piece of metal that comes out from your carriage and then goes up, looks like a finger sticking out, and that's what your carriage lamp goes on, which is opposed to the ring where the carriage lamp sits down in. So finger mounts are for mounting carriage lamps. Round 4, question 5 answer. When you pack the straw into a collar using a collar fork, it is known as plugging. A collar is filled with straw. The iron tool used to push the straw into the collar was known as a collar fork, and the act of pushing the straw into the collar is known as plugging. Okay, round 4, question 6. This circus wagon tells the story of Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf. That makes it what type of a wagon? And it is B, is it's tableau wagon. This is set up part of a set of vehicles. There's several stories that are told, and they're called the storybook wagons um, as the set because they're all deal with storybooks. But as a type of wagon, as we're referring to it, it is a tableau wagon. All right, here we go. Carriage quiz round 5. Are you ready? This one's kind of a hard one. Okay. Round 5, question 1. The wooden bent part of this wheel is a what? Is it A, a finial, B, a felloe, or C, a furl? Okay, so we have a circus wheel here. It doesn't make a difference what type of wheel it is. It's kind of the same thing. The wooden bent part of the wheel is a what? Is it A, a finial, B, a felloe, or C, a ferrule? There you go. You guys are getting it. Okay. Round 5, question 2. David Saunders talked about these in the Carriage Showcase. This connects to a trace. What is it called? Is it A cow tail, B, a rabbit tail, or C, a pigtail? This connects to a trace. What is it called? Is it A cow tail, B, a rabbit tail, or C, a pigtail? Round 5, question 3. This is one that comes up fairly often. When is it appropriate to have a safety triangle at a show? Is it A, any class that requires being on the road, B, cones class, or C, is it for evening classes? Round 5, question 3. When is it appropriate to have a safety triangle at a show? Is it A, any class that requires being on the road, B, a cones class, or C, is it strictly for evening classes? I'm glad you guys are getting this one right. All right, round 5, question 4. Here we go. This spring was invented in England around 1825. It has 2 half ellipticals and 1 cross spring. What is it? Is it A, a Dennett spring, B, a telegraph spring, or C, a whip spring? This spring was invented in England around 1825. It has 2 half ellipticals and 1 cross spring. What is it? Is it A, a Dennett spring, B, a telegraph spring, or C, a whip spring? Round 1, question 5. Rain rot, or rain scald, is a common name for a contagious bacterial skin disease. It is most common during rainy seasons, but can develop from sweaty tack. The AAEP recommends using what to treat the problem? Is it A, ointment, B, antibacterial soaps, shampoos, and rinses, or C, buckwheat? Round 5, question 5. Rain rot, or rain scald is a common name for a contagious bacterial skin disease. It is most common during rainy seasons, but can develop from sweaty tack. The AAEP recommends using what to treat the problem? Is it A, ointments, B, antibacterial shampoos and rinses, or C, buckwheat? Okay. And here we go with the last question. Round 5, question 6. What are these round things that you connect the traces to? Are they A, eyelets, B, the fifth wheel, or C, roller bolts? Round 5, question 6. What are these round things that you connect the traces to? A, an eyelet, B, fifth wheel, or C, roller bolt? Okay, you guys are doing good. You must have looked at yesterday's Facebook page posting. Fantastic. All right, so here we go. We're going to find out how many of you actually knew the answers. Round 5, question 1 answer. The wooden bent part of this wheel is a what? And this is a felloe. Okay. The ferrule is sometimes on things like a single tree. It's a metal band that helps prevent cracking. And unfortunately, I don't have a really good photo of that because usually it's dark and it just blends right into the vehicle. But that is what a ferrule is the metal band that goes around. Whereas the felloe is the wooden part, and a finnel is the ornamental part. So something new to remember today. Round 5, question 2 answer. This connects to a trace. What is it called? It is a pigtail. And they are almost always, but not always, on British vehicles. They're much more common on British vehicles. David Saunders talked about that when we were looking at the well-bottom gig. Round 5, question 3 answer. When is it appropriate to have a safety triangle at a show? And the answer is any class that requires being on the road. So if you're on the road, doesn't make a difference if you're at the show or at home, wherever you are. If you're on the road, you need to have your safety triangle on, even if you're at the National Drive. So you are technically on the road. So be sure to pack your triangles. Round 5, question 4. This spring was invented in England around 1825. It has 2 half ellipticals and 1 cross spring. What is it? And this has Dennett springs. Okay. So you can see the 2 half ellipticals and the 1 cross spring in this photo pretty well, which is very nice. It's a very nice vehicle. I'm so glad that they were able to bring it. Round 5, question 5. Rain rot or rain scald is a common name for contagious bacterial skin disease. It is most common during rainy seasons, but can develop from sweaty tack. The AAEP recommends using what to treat the problem, and they recommend antibacterial soaps and rinses. Do not put ointments on it. For the most part, they will trap the moisture in. And it turns out that buckwheat can increase the sensitivity of a horse to the sun. So thank you for the AAEP for that information. So if you're going to treat rain rot or rain scald, use the antibacterial shampoos and rinses. Round 5, question 6. What are these round things that you connect the traces to? And they are roller bolts. Now, this happens to be a 3 abreast vehicle, so there are a few more roller bolts than you would normally see. There are 6 of them, but that is what those black things kind of look like a mushroom are. They are roller bolts. So that completes our quiz for today. Typically, I'd be telling you about all the events we have going on, but we are staying home for a little while. Unfortunately, our trip to the Netherlands and Germany was canceled due to COVID, but we should be back on the road here just shortly. If you are in town for Equitana next week on Friday, stop by, say hello. The office is 2 buildings over from the Saddlebred Museum, and we will be here on Friday. And I will try to be out filming. We'll see. We have several driving demos going on as part of the breed demonstrations. And then next Thursday, we will be back with Jill and the Tea and Tails. So I hope you'll be able to join us then. And I hope you had a good time with this quiz. Congratulations on getting your answers right. And go ahead and share this out if you'd like. We appreciate it. Thanks so much.